Well, it's been a long time, guys. I know that this is possibly the most anticipated main event talk in the history of YouTube. There's been some questions, there's been some talks. Everyone's been asking the same question, why haven't you been able to do any main event talks from? I mean, how come we haven't heard much of you? And the last time anyone heard from you, you said you had some trouble, you had some stuff going, and you were going to make an announcement that was going to shock the whole YouTube world. Well, guys, I think the time has come. The time has finally arrived, and I'm finally going to do it. So, after weeks and after months of being away from YouTube, I am back. Main Event is back, right here on YouTube. And as you can tell, I am not exactly here in Corpus Christi. Usually when you see the Main Event talk, you would see like a tennis racket up here, a teddy bear here, a television set here, all this stuff, like a ghetto-ass kitchen, which, that's what it was, pretty much ghetto-ass chicken. Did I say chicken or say kitchen? Oh, well, anyways. I know that everyone has been a little curious about what's been going on with me, and guys, the time is now, the time has come, and it's about time for me to finally speak out to all of you. And I know that some of you guys know what's going on, but let me kind of get into this the right way. Welcome to a very special edition of the Main Event Talk, right here in Arlington, Texas. That's where the Main Event's at. And just in case you guys don't know me, my name is Furman Torres, aka the Main Event Player. Now, I know it's been a long time since the Main Event Player has done his YouTube shows, and I know some people have been asking, where have you been? I mean, how come you haven't been doing your Main Event talks that much? Well, as I've been saying on the last few Main Event talks, there's a change that's going on in my life that I'm going to go pursue and go do, and it's a very, very long story, so if you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys an inside scoop on that story. I had an announcement for it, and I'm going to make that announcement right here, right now. Now, and that's the first time I've ever drank a Mountain Dew on my show. My God. But anyways, I announced on YouTube, or actually I announced on Facebook and on Twitter that I was going to be leaving the Corpus Christi Gun Club. I didn't get a chance to produce this on my YouTube show. I was hoping I'd do it before it got out, and sure enough, it already got out and everything else like that. So to kind of give you guys an idea, I was working for a gun club called the Corpus Christi Pistol and Rifle Club. I've been working for that club for over 15 years. And I've been there through a lot of the changes, whether it was change of employment, change of management, or change of the club itself. And I wasn't exactly too happy with the changes that were going on over at the gun club. And it's been a lot of stuff that I'm really mad and pissed off at, and I know that the members are a little upset about the changes that have been going on too. So I had an opportunity to take up on a chance that a friend of mine gave me, who also worked with me at the gun club as well. He gave me an opportunity to work for a place called Baker Hughes, which is over in Alice, Texas. I went ahead, took the chance, took the interview, took the drug test, took all the stuff, and I wasn't going to say anything to anybody until the time was right. And I would make that announcement. And sure enough, I made the announcement on the night of the Mayweather fight, which happened on May 8th, and I said that I was going to be leaving the Corpus Christi Gun Club to pursue Baker Hughes. And sure enough, I had a lot of people that were happy about that, and a lot of people were so psyched the fact that finally Furman leaves the gun club and heads to a real job. That's pretty much been the whole saying going through this. And the one person that knew about all this before it even happened, I told my best friend Stephanie, because I promised that I would tell her that she would be the first one to know about this before it got out anywhere else, and she would be the first one to know. Sure enough, she knew about it, she found out, and everything else like that. And now it's just been displayed all over since then. Mother's Day was my last day at the gun club. I left, and then the following day, I went ahead and started training for Baker Hughes. I've been working over in Alice, Texas for quite a while. I did some orientation, some benefit training, and all that other stuff. I did some hands-on training for Dallas, Texas, and then recently around Father's Day, I had left and I was going to do some more training, and the training would take place right here in Arlington, Texas. Actually, it was going to take place over in Grand Prairie, Texas, which was the training that Baker Hughes is taking at. I'm actually living here in Arlington, Texas for a while, only here for 2 weeks. I only got a few days left until I go back to Corpus. So I've had a tremendous time over here, you know, understanding the trades of the wireline, because that's when I am a wireline operator for Baker Hughes. I've been, you know, understanding the company policies, and I've been understanding a whole lot. It's a little bit hard to understand, but I'm starting to get to it, understand it, learn it. You know how you get into a new job and you basically don't know nothing. You don't know how it goes, and then you figure it out. Oh, that's how you do it. That's how it's supposed to go. But I'll tell you, besides the whole thing with, you know, the training here at Baker Hughes, I've had a tremendous time here in Arlington, Texas, in Fort Worth, Texas, and in Dallas, Texas. I've been to a lot of places here. I've never been to Arlington, Texas, to Dallas, Texas, or Fort Worth, Texas at all. The only places I've ever been to is either San Antonio or Houston or Corpus or Alice or Kingsville or any of those other places. But this is the first time I've ever actually been to a city like this. First time ever. And I'm enjoying the hell out of it. I mean, I'm right close, right across the street from Six Flags. But actually, it's that way. You know. Six Flags pretty much that way. And then close by where Six Flags is, further out, you see, I'm sure there's a lot of Texas Ranger fans out there. Their ballpark or their arena is actually right over there. And then further down, Dallas Cowboys Stadium. Oh yeah. Went over, took a few pics of that, and showed it off over on Facebook. It's tremendous. And I had a chance to head over to a place called Moore Memorial Gardens. Now, anybody that's a metalhead like myself know exactly where that place is. That is the burial plot where Dimebag Darrell is buried. That's right. Anyone that's a Pantera fan who knows who Dimebag Darrell is, you know the whole story. And I'll tell you something. You know, I thought meeting Selena, I thought seeing her funeral, seeing her casket and everything was something. But being there, I took a few pics of Dimebag Darrell's grave and everything. I showed it off on Facebook, and you know, that's probably the coolest thing, the coolest pic I've ever had. I've had over at least a good 300 to 400 likes on that page, on that pic, and I'll tell you, it's amazing. It just sends chills up and down my spine, thinking the fact that I was at the grave site of Dimebag Darrell. Went there, and I actually saw like a few bottles of Crown, Jack, and a few. It's like, what the fuck? He must have been alive drinking. But nonetheless, I went there, and I had a chance to pay my respects to Dimebag Darrell, and it was tremendous. I loved it. It was awesome. You know, I don't get an opportunity like this at all to meet someone like him. You know, I was glad. I was very fortunate to see him when he played with Damage Plan back in April of 2004, before his death. And I know Corpus has seen Pantera many, many times, and it was just tremendous to be there at his grave. You know, couldn't help myself. Rest in peace there, Dimebag. We miss you. We love you. You know, I've had a very crazy experience here in Arlington, Texas, and I'm enjoying the hell out of it. But I've only got one more day left of this place. I've only got, I think today's Thursday. You know, we're going to go on Friday, and then on Saturday morning I'm going to be taking off, and we'll be heading right back to Corpus Christi, Texas, and then back to work for Alice, Texas, Baker Hughes, and all that, and just doing what I got to do best. Go ahead and raise hell, create chaos. Man, I love it. So guys, that's pretty much the update of my life. That's pretty much the announcement that you know about. I no longer work for the Corpus Christi Gun Club. I work for Baker Hughes. I'm done with them. And, well, I guess that's it. And before I leave, I want to go ahead and give a very personal shout out to everyone over in Arlington, Texas that is watching this show for the very first time. I told a lot of people, even at a place called Sherlock Irish Pub, which is almost